2022 has been a pretty amazing year for the world of gaming. We've had some fantastic AAA games release, including Horizon Forbidden West, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the latter I still haven't truly beaten yet. Pac-Man World and Klonoa are back in the spotlight after a pretty long absence, as well as Sonic Frontiers shattering all expectations, selling over 2.5 million copies within a month of release, and becoming the best 3D Sonic game we've had in years, possibly even ever. Not to mention adaptation mania, with Sonic 2, Uncharted, and even Sonic Prime, all of which are pretty good, and I highly recommend them if you're a fan of any of these IPs. But that's not to say 2022 hasn't had its fair share of weird stuff too. I mean, seeing a Kermit the Frog mod in Marvel's Spider-Man on PC, or a Dancing Titan in Sonic Frontiers, it's pretty bizarre all things considered, but also wildly entertaining at the same time. But enough about 2022, we're entering into a new year with 2023, and as I've been doing for the past 2 years, we're going to be taking a look at what this new year has to offer in terms of the IPs I talk about here on the channel. Starting off with SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake, releasing on January 31st for the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. For those who haven't been keeping up, it's a spiritual successor to Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, the remake of the original BFBB. The Cosmic Shake follows SpongeBob and Patrick going on a multiversal adventure when they come into possession of wish-granting mermaid tears from Madame Cassandra. Chaos ensues as Bikini Bottom and everyone in it get sucked into various wish worlds of different themes, from Western to medieval, pirates to Halloween, and everything in between. There's even 18 minutes of new gameplay from IGN last week that I still haven't gotten to cover yet, but I'll get there soon enough. Cosmic Shake is building upon the original Battle for Bikini Bottom with costumes, new gameplay mechanics, a returning voice cast, and 101 songs from the show. So I can't wait to finally get my hands on this game after so long, but like I mentioned in the last video, I will be trying to review this game once it releases. How soon that'll happen depends on when or if THQ Nordic sends me a review copy.
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
On February 16th, the Crash on the Run servers will officially shut down, with all in-app purchases already being disabled. Now, I didn't say everything on this list was going to be necessarily good news, but it is what it is. I honestly can't say too much about this, cause I only played very little of the game when it first launched, and I haven't played it since. Mainly because I couldn't play it for very long without an internet connection to download more data. Something Sonic Dash didn't need whatsoever. It kinda sucks cause I did miss out on the Spyro event, but I give my best wishes to the team on their future endeavors. On a more positive note, and sticking to the topic of Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Rumble, formerly known as Wumpa League for the past 2 years, was finally announced during the Game Awards, and it's set to release sometime in 2023 for the PlayStations and the Xboxes. Currently no word on PC or Switch ports yet. Now, I did promise to talk about this game, but due to the time I currently have for this video, I will make this very brief. CTR, not the racing game, is an online multiplayer game where teams of 4 players each compete to get the most Wumpa fruits. It combines the platforming elements, art style, and playable characters from Crash 4 to create something very unique for not just the franchise, but also the online gaming space. Heck, I don't even know what you would consider this. The game features a few new playable characters, including Brio in both his normal and mutated forms, female Entropy, and a new character for this game, Catbat. Catbat originally appeared in one of Crash 4's bonus endings, serving as one of our first teases for Crash Team Rumble. According to the game's website, it appears to tease more playable characters including Spyro and Ripto. Considering 2023 is Spyro's 25th anniversary, this would be perfect promotion for a new Spyro game if it was to be announced next year. While the reception Rumble's gotten so far has been interesting to say the least, ranging from content creators like myself being excited to finally see it revealed after discovering the teaser logo in Crash 4 when 106%ing the game, a goal that has drove me utterly insane to do, so was it worth it? I don't know. And then you've got people saying the game is going to kill the franchise for one reason or another, either due to it reusing the designs from Crash 4, or it's because it's a spin-off. When they blatantly ignore the fact Mario, Sonic, and many other platformer mascots also have spin-off games and they're not dead yet. But I'm just glad to be getting another Crash game with another appearance from Spyro to boot. My only concern with this game is if it lacks any sort of offline features for co-op play, or even a campaign mode, and if it lacks both of those things, then I'm simply not going to be able to play this game. Either way, I'm excited for Rumble. I have to quickly bring up the Xbox Activision acquisition. Oh, that is still a mouthful to say. But if you've been keeping up with all the stuff surrounding this, you would know that it's a complicated can of worms I would rather not get into. So I'll just say that if it all goes well, we can expect the deal to close sometime in June, effectively making Crash, Spyro, and any other Activision IPs officially part of Xbox Studios. But whether or not that takes place before the launch of Crash Team Rumble remains to be seen. Next up is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 4, Bush Rescue Returns. This game was announced as a digital-only release through the eShop, and serves as an enhanced edition of the Ty 4 that already exists on Steam, but with voice acting and several other new features. As of recording this video, we haven't heard anything else about the game, but chances are it'll release sometime in 2023, probably around fall like Spider-Man 2 for PS5 and the Rayman DLC for Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. But to wrap up this video, it's Sonic updates galore. Now, I know I haven't talked about Sonic on the channel in months, primarily because I felt I wasn't needed in the Sonic analytical space for Frontiers, which, by the way, is on all accounts a fantastic game. Whether it's the supersonic bosses, how smooth Sonic is to control, or how the story wound up becoming one of the best stories in the games with loads of character development to boot, it's an all-around great package that's a little rough around the edges, but it comes so close to being the perfect Sonic game, and I had a big stupid grin on my face the whole way through. So naturally, when the game was announced to be getting DLC throughout the entirety of 2023, including a jukebox, photo mode, extra challenges, and possibly even modifying the final secret boss after the reception it got, before capping it all off with a new story that features Knuckles, Tails, and Amy as playable characters, making this the first time all three have been playable in a mainline story since Sonic 06. So this is huge, and I'm super excited to see where this goes, and here's hoping it's post-game content. But please, for the love of all that's good, fix the Elder Coco upgrade system. It should not take this long to upgrade just to get a perma movie boost. Next up is Sonic Prime's second season, which has not been confirmed when exactly this season will release, or how many episodes it will have. But my guess is it'll release in about 6 months, going by the release schedules for other animated shows, particularly DreamWorks shows on Netflix with more episodes per season, but I could be off by a little bit. Now, considering the first season had only 8 episodes, it was actually really good, probably the best Sonic cartoon so far. The season did end on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I'm kinda curious to see how they go from here. The only thing I was really mixed on was Shadow's voice, going from sounding perfect only to get whiplash 5 seconds later. But if they do the whole 6 months thing between episode drops, then the show will have released the last of its 24 episodes before the release of the next Sonic TV show releasing on Paramount Plus, assumingly in late 2023. And then that show is considered a spin-off to the live-action Sonic films, features Knuckles, and it's intended to serve as a transition between the second and third films. The latter releases in December 2024, and of course the Sonic IDW comics are still going strong, so I don't need to get into that. But with that said, guys, that's all I've got for this final video of the year. 2022 has been an absolute ride, and I'm glad to have had you guys along for it. So what are you looking forward to the most in the new year? Be sure to leave everything down in the comments section below. Also be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell for more updates from the world of platformer games. Once again, I've been Blue Knight. Thank you guys so much for watching this year. I truly appreciate all the support you guys continue to do for this channel. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even be able to do as much as I currently do. So anyways, Happy New Year everyone, and I'll see you guys in 2023.